Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into the next episode of Joe Kelly's Psychedelic Experience. What's happening? What's going on? I hope you are doing as well as you possibly can be. How about that for you? Let's get business out of the way first, and then we'll have some fun. Always got to do business. And it's not even, it's a sponsor for the podcast, and the sponsor is me. So I have a Patreon, patreon.com/utilize shrooms. It's $5 a month. You can give more if you want, and if you don't, that's fine. It's $5. You don't even have to sign up if you don't want to. Would appreciate it if you did. But I'm putting video podcasts over there. All the videos that I've been recording for the podcast are going to be available over there exclusively to you. I also have the only set I've done as the Booty Man is over there. It's a stand-up set I did as my Booty Man character. The only one I've ever done, and that's only available on Patreon as well. So check it out. I think I'm going to be posting the podcast like a day earlier too, to get you a jump start on that. So if you want to, patreon.com/utilize shrooms, $5 a month. Check it out. Fuck with it. Let's have some fun. Again, how are you doing? Thanks for checking out the podcast, everybody. I appreciate it. Special thank you to a few people who reached out when I started doing this podcast again, who were excited to have me back in the podcast world, which I appreciate. I didn't realize I did my Van Chronicles podcast. I'm pretty sure I talked about this in an earlier episode. But I used to do a podcast when I was living out of my van called Van Chronicles. And I think there's 30-something episodes, something like that. I think I'm pretty sure I let that all expire. But I'm going to put them up as a part of this at some point. But anyway, I didn't realize that people were kind of keeping up with that. And a few people reached out and said they had been waiting to hear some new podcasts from me. So I appreciate you guys checking it out and sticking around and supporting whatever the fuck it is that I'm doing, man. It was real nice. It was a good, kind of welcome back. Very surprised by it. I didn't think anybody really listened to that fucking thing. So thanks for sticking along and having some fun with me. Hope everyone's week is going well. I quit another job, so how about that? Anybody knows old Joe? I have quit many, many, many jobs in my life. I don't even know anymore. A little burp there. I apologize about that. Had a little burp off mic. Almost had another one. I don't even know. At one point, there was a running count. But after probably 38, after about 38 jobs, you kind of, you lose track after that. Because that was probably a couple years ago. But I quit another one. I was working at a brewery. I quit that. I can't deal with it anymore. The schedule's out of control. I feel like people are fucking with me, so I just can't deal with it. The clientele. Let me tell you about the clientele that goes into a fucking brewery, people. The worst fucking, the most, I've never seen more cowards in one place. Let me just put it that way, than in breweries, okay? I've never seen a bigger group of cowards than people who their thing is like microbreweries. Okay? And this is what I mean. Anybody who ever has gotten a taste of a beer, you're a fucking coward. Okay? You're the biggest problem with this country. People want to say it's liberals. People want to say it's conservatives. It's a bunch of fucking cowards. All right? That is what is ruining America. These I need a sip of a beer that tastes the same as all the other fucking beers so I can figure out if I like it or not. It's like, just try the fucking beer. Take a chance. You're gonna like it because you're stupid. Do you understand? You go, oh, that is good. Can I get that? Yeah, you can get it. It tastes like a fucking peach. Do you like peaches? I love peaches. But I need a taste. You don't need a fucking taste. You need to take a fucking chance. And just commit to it. It's a beer. If you don't like it, you don't ever have to drink it again. But if you order a beer and you do, I don't like this. I don't care if you don't like it. You ordered it. Finish it like an adult. Quit being a coward. I want a taste of a fucking beer. Fuck you. That's why I can't work at the brewery anymore. Because I was so close every day to saying, hey, fuck you, all right? These fucking brewery people, man, ruining the country. I blame them. I blame them for everything. Just the people who go there. I'm sure they do other things in their life they cause just as big of problems, whatever the fuck they do. But god damn the people that come to a brewery asking for tastes, asking for water for their fucking dog. Go find some water for your fucking dog. There's a sink around here somewhere. Now I gotta get water for your dog. How about that? Your dog jumping up on the fucking bar. What are you doing? Your dog walks through shit. And you're wearing a mask because you're concerned about your health. And then you're letting your dog shitty paws up on a bar where people sit. Sometimes they eat. Most of the time they drink. What the fuck's wrong with you? It just blows my mind. It blows my mind, but I only got one more shift left. I just couldn't deal. I can't. Customer service ain't for me anymore. I'll tell you that much right now. It just isn't. I can't deal with people. There was a point in time, I think when I was very young and stupid. My 20s, you know. But after a certain point, all the service industry shit is you're dealing with children, just overgrown, needy, whiny children. A lot of people are cool. I'm not going to say people aren't cool, but you don't, not everyone is coming in asking for a taste of a beer, you know. There's some rebels, some patriots out there going, hey, that new beer, does it taste like this other beer? And you go, yeah, I'll take one of those. Go, wow. I'm surprised someone's not sucking your dick right now with that kind of bravery. Holy shit. I forgot what I was talking about. What were we talking about, people? The brewery shit, the dog shit. I'm just the service industry. That's what we're going with. I'm not aiming to please people in their 40s anymore, man. Because you're never going to be happy. You're 55 years old. You're sitting at a brewery by yourself with your little dog. Your husband died 20 years ago. You haven't been remarried. Why do you got to take your sadness out on me? Your good little fucking dog that barks at everything. There was a dog, I worked a shift yesterday. This little dog, I swear to God, it only barked at another dog that it saw. Big old dog, but the big old dog was chill. He was the one, he jumped up on the counter. I thought I heard a noise. Anyway. This little dog, I'm going to have to cut this shit out. Back to the podcast. I thought I heard someone knocking at the door, people. I had to space out there for a second. But this little dog, right? That's what we're talking about, this little dog. It only barked at the big dog and this group of Indian people, which I found hilarious. But it's a good dog. Very friendly dog. Loves everybody. Belongs around people. But only barks at brown folks. I just can't. I'm done. I'm never doing a service industry job again. Front of house anyway. I just can't deal with you fucking people. You just got to make it easier. It's like yuppies that go. It was out of the city too. I'm not going to say the brewery was in the city. It was far out of the city, which is a very yuppie town to begin with. But then I did a brewery show last Friday. Great show at Second Self Brewing, and I wasn't working, so I guess everybody wasn't a pain. Anyway, not all breweries are bad. I'm just venting. If you know, Just quit tasting beer. Just take a chance. That's all I'm trying to get across here, people. I'm not trying to be this bitter fuck. I'm just trying to push you outside of your comfort zone a little bit. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get you to live a little. Instead of dying slowly and making it everybody else's fucking problem. It's a great podcast so far. We are having such a great time together. Oh, here's something. This is great. I wrote a couple things down so I kind of stay focused on some points. And this just, people, let me ask you, how come this is a real good thing? There's no anger, nothing to be upset about in here. It took me a very long time, but why didn't anybody tell me about this fucking coconut oil and coffee ground body scrub you can do to yourself? It feels so good. It's so nice. I've been doing that. Did it today. That's why I'm in such a good mood. My skin, it feels so nice. It feels so good. I don't know why I got into that so late in the game. I don't know what it does either. I know, I've heard coconut oil. I won't say I know, but I've heard coconut oil is good for you. Good for the skin. I don't know what mixing it with coffee grounds from Kroger does to your skin, but I feel great. I feel like I'm walking on pillows. That's how smooth. My feet feel smooth as pillows. How about that? Pillows are very smooth. New ones. Not some old pillow you've been sleeping on. A new pillow. Feels so good. Fellas, my butt cheeks, I'll just say it, they feel so soft. It's so nice. My balls, soft. Everything's so soft. Here's the thing, too. I like to get up, I scrub in the crack, too. It's a scrub. You're trying to exfoliate. I'm trying to exfoliate my butt crack. Taking the smoothest dumps I've ever. Everything's greased up with that coconut oil. Whew. Smooth. Smooth, baby. Smoother than that draft being born. Smooth as that draft being born, maybe. I don't know. People are going, Joe, what are you talking about drafts being born? If you listen to a couple episodes, there's a great video online of a draft being born that I liked. And that's how, after you rub your butt down with coconut oil, turd shoot out like a baby draft, baby. I'm all about continuity with this podcast. One episode just leads right into the next, and there's callbacks. Yeah, we're talking about the draft again, people. Funniest video I've ever seen in my life. I'm not going to lie to you. Fucked me up for a day. But after I got over it, hilarious. Watched another video. Here's the thing, people. Great Instagram account. It's called The Dark Side of Nature. A lot of just truth. I wish they said the true side of nature rather than the dark side. The dark side makes it seem like it's all killing, which it mostly is. Mostly just animals acting like animals, Tigers aren't nice on that fucking channel. I know that. They don't have the nice, oh, look at this tiger cuddling with some lady. And so that tiger is ripping that lady's head off. So that's what's on that. It's not for everybody. But there was a great one yesterday of a couple gorillas getting in a fight at the zoo. And not even like they didn't even go like full out. They were swinging, pushing, acting like men. But they weren't going for the kill. But some lady is just screaming about, she's just like, someone stop it. Someone stop the gorillas. It's like, you go stop the fucking gorillas, lady. You gotta be a lunatic. What are you supposed to do? Unless you shoot them with a tranquilizer. But, sometimes you gotta let them handle it at first. But she kept yelling about get the zookeeper. It's like, what the fuck? Are you gonna send some poor fuck making maybe $17 an hour? I don't know how much you make if you're a zookeeper. He's gonna put down a shovel. He's picking up the elephant shit with and wandering into a gorilla cage where a couple gorillas are squaring up. Someone stepped on someone's shoe, some shit like that, and this little man's gonna go easy, fellas, won't you all break it up? And then they're gonna rip his nuts off and then hit each other with it. That's what's gonna happen, lady. So not the video in and of itself, not very funny. It was a quick 6-second scrap, and then they both scampered on their own directions. But the funny part was that lady was like, somebody do something. Which if you watch like World Star Street Fights, there's always that lady in every street fight video. Like, someone stop it. Someone get in there and stop it. And it's like, no. No. Why would you ever do that? That's how you get stabbed in the chest. You know? All of a sudden you're getting fucked up because you wanted to be a hero. Or you, the lady in this situation, wanted somebody else to be a hero. So you go be the hero, lady. You go break it up. Whip out a titty. That's always a good way. You get in between them and just pop a titty out. And they'll stop. And they'll go, is that a titty? And you go, all right, calm down, boys. And they'll go, damn. That's how you do it. That's how you break a lady. Should have popped out her titty for those gorillas. And that would have been... that would have been a great... They would have calmed right down and be like, hey, is that a titty? And they'd be like, yeah. And give them a banana, whatever it is, gorillas eat. Speaking of gorillas, great, nice little UFC fight. This past weekend, that was fun. I caught a little bit of it. Not the whole thing. I'm glad that Jan, the Polish guy, the new light heavyweight champion. I like that dude. I was happy to see him win. He's very, I don't know if it's maybe because he can't speak English that well, but he just seems like a very humble psychopath who will kill you. But he seems very humble about it. So he won. Big knockout against the Reyes. What the fuck's his first name? I can't remember. But it was the dude who fought John Jones when it was like, John Jones lost that fight. But he got knocked the fuck out on Saturday. Very, very fun. Good fight in the fucking Adesanya style bender against Paulo Costa. Oh, man. Paulo Costa got knocked out, too. Second round. It's always fun because that Israel guy, Stylebender, he's just on this win streak, and he's just kind of embarrassing people. He's just a great fighter. It's always the thing where it's like, even when Anderson Silva was great, it was always like someone's got to knock him off. It's always fun to see greatness crumble in a way, because that means something else is coming next. So that Paulo Costa dude, it would have been fun. He is a big fucking gorilla, man. That dude's a fucking tank. But he got his ass whooped. He got beat up, knocked out, but great, all around great fights. There was a lady fight. That was fun too. I'll say that just so I'm, not going to get in trouble. The lady fight was probably the best fight on the card. They probably had the best. They probably did the best. They probably should have made more money than the people, that you paid to see. The lady should have made more than the people you paid to see. I think that's how much I support women, is that I think even though no one pays to see them, you should still pay them like they're being paid to be seen. Progressive as fuck. There's also wrestling this weekend. What a good weekend for the things that I enjoy. Great UFC fight and the fucking I can't remember shit lately. The name of whatever the pay-per-view was. I didn't even know it was on. I was very surprised to see it was on the WWE pay-per-view. It was solid, man. There were definitely some fun matches in there. Roman Reigns is looking like a beast. It's going to be fun because they're doing the whole family angle with Roman Reigns and the Usos, like their cousins or whatever, and now Roman is a bad guy, so he's beating up his cousins, but it's also an angle where The Rock could come back because he's also related to them to be like, set Roman straight. It's like an elder story kind of in the way. And then if Roman beats The Rock, it's like, holy fuck, that would be very, very interesting if that happens. The Drew McIntyre match was good. With Randy Orton, fun matches all around. I'm trying to remember which other ones I saw, but I can't. All I know is it was good. The thing that the WWE is doing right now, I don't know if you people watch wrestling or MMA, but they're completely different things. I like them both for completely different reasons. The UFC or MMA it's fun just to see everybody has like their own style and they're really beating each other up. And it's fascinating to me. you know, you put like a striker against a wrestler and see what style kind of comes out on top. But now everybody is like so well rounded. It's just amazing to me. And then the wrestling thing is just for the entertainment. The stories are real fun there. And I guess they've tried to make some stories in the UFC too. They've definitely taken notes from wrestling to promote fights. But anyway, this WWE is doing a fucking thing on Monday where it's like called WWE Underground, where it's like staged MMA fights. Where it's just like, why the fuck are you doing that? Especially if you go, I just watched The Real Thing on Saturday, and now I'm going to tune into wrestling on Monday, and you're going to try and show me like a fake MMA fight. It makes no fucking sense. The wrestling, I'll believe in it, but it's like now you're just like, oh, they're throwing real knees, but they don't have a spot on them, and they're taped up fists, and they're really, it's like, bro, have you ever seen somebody get their fucking head hit with a knee? That shit will split open sometimes, like wide the fuck open. At least give you a little bruise. But anyway, I just don't get why wrestling, WWE is doing that shit. If you know why, feel free to write me a letter, put it in the fucking, put it in the mailbox, do whatever you got to do. Hey, good quick podcast, good to check in on you. We'll wrap it up there. Keep doing what you're doing. We're gonna make it out of this 2020 shit. It's already kind of winding down, man. I think people are over it. You got to pick, you got to take a chance, people. Don't be fucking sampling beers out there. At some point, you got to figure out what you're going to do. If you're just going to be a hobbit the rest of your life or whatever the fuck it is. You just sit in the house the whole day or try and go out and have a little fun, man. Old people shouldn't be going to bars anyway, but if you want to go to a bar, I mean, at this point, you understand you're taking a chance. So do what you got to do. We'll make it out. Appreciate you all. Happy to check in with you. Yeah, keep up. Subscribe. Rate the podcast. It's available, I think, on most fucking platforms now. Keep up with me, Instagram, all that shit. Utilize Shrooms, Joe Kelly Comedy, both of those. Twitter and Instagram, and patreon.com/utilize shrooms. Also, utilize shrooms on YouTube. I got some shit on there as well. Thanks for checking out the podcast, y'all. Appreciate it. Take care of yourself and have some fun, man. I'll catch y'all later.